We are live.
All right. Can we get the awkward sound check step, or can we just skip that this time?
We should probably do it.
No, it's fine. Hold on.
Just
Let me
listen to
go
the
over to
stupid stream. Make sure
your
you can hear
stupid
everyone.
stream.
I'm great.
All right, it's on. Let me listen to. Okay, yeah, that's me. Say something, Norman.
I'm saying something currently.
Yeah, no, that all sounds fine. We're good.
All right, perfect.
Cool.
Oh shit! I knew I did something wrong. The title's wrong.
Of course.
So close. So close. Part 3. We got there. Otherwise, the VOD gets messed up.
All right, let me hop in here and be like announcements at here. No, people complain about that. Hey, it's time for another spooky Halloween stream. Dead Space Remake. Come check it out. Unless, hmm,
Hmm.
hmm. Come check it out if you want an ass kicking.
There you go.
There. Nicer than what I usually put.
All right. Okay, so we're at the asteroid stuff, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're about to do what was one of the worst parts of the original game, but it's actually pretty solid in this one.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely most improved.
That reminds me, I gotta finish the Rush You Report trying to get out.
Yeah. Speaking of most improved.
I mean, it took a little while, but we got there. I'd actually forgotten that Tyler Mengel did a Flesh Eater Quartz for us
Oh yeah,
like 2 years ago.
his what are they called? The hot ones. What are they called? Shit.
Yeah, whatever. The guys who live in
The desert.
yes, he did a bunch of those, and they look really great.
Mhm.
We were talking to him briefly about doing like a monthly column painting some stuff, and he did one article for us, and it was pretty cool. And then I introduced him to the guys over at Army Painter, and then we never did another article for us. And I was happy that he started working with them. He does great work, but I was also like, man, I wanted that column.
Yeah, right.
But it's fine. It's not like at that point it's like, yeah, come work with us and we'll boost your stuff, and then it'll help you with the channel stuff that you're doing. We're not really offering like a ton of money or anything.
Right. But I love his stuff. Especially the effect stuff. I almost did that scheme for my stuff. I didn't realize, because I think I saw it on his website first, and not Ghoulhammer.
Tragic.
Yeah, right.
Huge L. Hate to see it.
Hey, I didn't end up doing it, and ended up making more content. So in the end, we came out ahead.
Okay, well, as long as there was more content. All right, let's see. How to paint Flesh Eater Quartz. Got Mago Sockbird stuff here.
There were a lot more authors with Flesh Eater Quartz than I thought.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I was happy to see it. Sockbird stuff, I had to come back to him and be like, hey, I need you to actually have a close-up image of your guys for this.
How do I do this? Oh, there we go.
We had done a lot previously because we did a couple of years ago. We did how to paint. We did a couple of like Ghoulhammer Halloween themed like how to paints, and they were very much. They were very much like one of them was like zombies and one was Dracula's because I insisted on calling it Dracula's. And
Oh, you gotta.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Because nothing is funnier to me than the plural of Dracula being Dracula's.
I like Frankenstein's a lot.
Frankensteins are good, but it's really Monsters Frankenstein. Just to be pedantic about it.
Sure.
But yeah, it's so it was absolutely just we did a bunch of those, and one of them was like rotting flesh, and one was like ghouls, and a bunch of people did flesh eater courts for it, so we ended up with a ton of that stuff, which was cool. So it makes it really easy to do an updated flesh eater courts how to paint.
Cannon auto-targeting online.
And they're a fun army to paint. They give you a lot of stuff. It's one of those things where it's like, what I like about the flesh eater courts as an army is that they aren't just the ghouls, or even though they have the ghouls, they have a really good variety of units.
They do now. I don't know that I would agree with you before they got their range refresh.
Even before the range refresh, like they had terror geists, they had like different like bat creatures and stuff. They have the new stuff is great, but they had like it wasn't just like ghouls holding bones is what I mean.
It kind of was. It was. You had crypt horrors, which are big ghouls holding bones. You had ghouls, which are small ghouls holding bones.
Yeah, but they were visually distinct. Like crypt horrors had like a different vibe going on.
Sure. I don't know. I the amount of ghoul ass I had to dry brush before the range refresh happened. I haven't recovered.
Ghoul ass. The amount of ghoul ass.
Well, I mean, like you painted blood letters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you have to like highlight the blood letter ass? It's a very similar concept, but there's 80
Those
ghouls.
cheeks gotta clap, my friend. They clap for blood.
Exiting zero gravity.
I mean, ultimately, that's the.
Exiting vacuum.
Yeah, I don't know. I only had to paint like 30 blood letters, I think. I think I painted 20 initially, and then I came back and did the other 10, and they weren't too bad.
Isaac, Hammond.
Yeah, my initial feck list in third was I was running a small number of ghouls at 40, and then 9 crypt horrors, and then like 12 more bags. So it was just a lot of ghouls asses I had to dry brush.
Please join us.
But yeah,
Like
the
high
new
school
stuff
all
I
over
love.
again.
No, they weren't ghouls.
Makes sense.
I'll head to the crew deck and look for survivors from the bridge. I'll be in touch.
The new stuff though I love. The Morbeg Knights are a slam dunk. The characters are all great. Oh wait, is this when I have the roly-poly head guys that suck? They start showing up now?
I honestly don't remember. I've only played this twice.
Yeah, there it is. Shit.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Well, you're going to want to watch out for those.
First time I played this game, I had no idea what was killing me when those things show up. Although I did forget that I have the contact beam now, and the contact beam, like, destroys these dudes. No, Rob is using the same setup he always uses, just for some reason OBS, like, kills his audio.
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's always just Norman messing things up.
I don't change anything.
I'm using the same exact headset in the same exact way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not even projecting more.
Is the
same amount of
stream
projection.
okay for you? I'm like seeing in the preview window, it's like I'm getting a slideshow in terms of frame rate.
No, the frame rate looks fine for me.
Okay, that's good. I don't care.
I'm also on really good internet though. I just upgraded a couple months, like last month, to 2.4 gigabit.
Nice.
Yeah. And I just bought a new router like last week. Is my door closed? No, the door's always closed when I stream. Andrew, come on, man.
No, it's just OBS fucks it up sometimes. I looked into it the other day. I was watching back a lot of the VODs, and it's random.
We made it better just for you, Andrew.
Alright. Somehow the plasma cut. Oh, no, we have another damage one. Alright, now the plasma cutter is done for now.
Yeah, it takes a while to get the better stuff on that. But you get the contact beam.
Contact beam. We love it. So this game doesn't have the node doors, does it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet, so I have to assume it's not there.
They're gonna surprise you with it later.
Alright. That way.
Was the Vargolf Courtier in the original, or is that a new release?
That's so in the Crypt Horror kit you can build either Crypt Horrors or Crypt Players. The Vargolfs are their own thing. I was thinking of the Vargeist. Sorry. Yes, Vargolf was a old resin model, and I got a new model.
Ah. This thing is cool.
The old one is like Dabbit.
Hmm. That's not as cool.
It's kind of cool.
Honestly, I go back and forth any given day on the coolest Forge World model. That one Night Haunt model they did that's like the really long ghost. That thing is so good.
Which way? Oh, the Morgul? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy rips. I have one on my bench. I never got around to finishing it. I was gonna run him as a Vargul.
You're a coward.
No, it's my spec
run
we're
him.
on hold.
No, you suck. If you're not running him, you're bad.
So like, in the transition to
No.
4th, Feck became a control army, which is not really how I'm dying to play it right now. So
I
I'm
don't
hoping
care.
we get a little bit of changes.
The model is so good.
No, it's very good. He's big and tall, and he's got a horse. He comes with a horse.
What? No, he's not the one with the horse.
No, his hand is on a horse.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he's so tall. Is he's like one hand is on a horse.
Hmm. Ugh.
Clearance.
No, that
Absolutely
model
not.
is incredibly cool.
Yeah, it's just so good.
I just built the Runestorm Brutes. I don't know if you've messed with that kit before.
No.
Awful kit. Would not recommend that. Unfortunately, I have another set of 3 because I'm using them as Chaos Spawn for my World Eaters.
Cool. Sounds miserable.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it, but they're gonna look really good. This is a lot of gap filling I have to do.
That's the best part of models is gap filling.
You would think with the resin they'd be able to be more precise.
No, man, the resin stuff they do is just terrible.
Is it just a byproduct of resin, or is it like Forge World is the issue there?
Man, Forge World is run like out of a garage. Even in the year of our Lord 2024, man.
That's wild to hear.
Like, it's not now. Like, they have some better stuff, but like, you gotta like. There are times when I look at Games Workshop and it's like people are like, "Oh, Games Workshop is evil" or whatever. I'm like, no. The problem isn't that Games Workshop is evil or conniving or whatever. Like, the problem is the Games Workshop is a $6 billion company that often operates like a small garage game company that your friends started last year.
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff that like just comes out of that and is a natural consequence of running things that way, where it's like, oh, why did they discontinue the Dreadnought drop pod from Forge World? And the answer is because literally somebody dropped the mold for it and it shattered and they couldn't make it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And then they only had the one and they weren't going to make another one. And so that's why we lost Dreadnought drop pods for like, a decade or more or whatever.
The door to medical just locked behind me.
That said, building a drop pod from Forge World sounds miserable.
I mean, it's not any worse than a regular drop pod.
I guess
Drop
that's-
pods are just horrible models.
Is Nicole Brennan with you?
You're not here for sanctuary then. Well, Dr. Brennan's currently engaged. Shall I send you to her?
How about you unlock these doors, and I'll find her myself.
Are you that selfish? You might let something in. Or out.
I like how Isaac's not buying any of this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Just immediately.
you decided to be difficult. Take a seat. I'll be with you momentarily.
He's like, hard pass.
So I played my first game of French Crusade today.
Yeah, you mentioned that. How is it?
Very fun. It's like simple. I think like it's one of those things where I tried Necromunda and it just didn't click. I think the rules were too bloated and the faction I picked was too bad and it just nothing felt right. This felt like what I wanted Necromunda to be, where like you have a high level of customization for all your dudes. But the rules themselves, in terms of how you interact with it, are pretty simple. Like, most of the things in the game add, like, advantage or disadvantage to a 2d6 roll. Like that's how the entire game is run. All actions are 2d6, and then like there are tables that you roll 2d6 on for injury, and then something else. No, it's just injury is another table. That's it. So it's really straightforward to get into, but there's a lot of different ways they play with it. One thing I don't love is how lethal it can be or can't be. Like, if I successfully hit you, which is just a 7 up on a 2d6, and then I injure you with a 9 up, your thing dies, and you have like 8 things.
That's pretty lethal.
Yeah. But then again, like you could just not roll that, and then the thing is just there. It doesn't really lose effectiveness. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, in the demo game, it felt fine. It came down to the wire. Like everything was my opponent had 1 thing left at the end of the game, and I had 3 smaller things left. But I won based off of morale. I also like it has the Necromunda like bottling mechanic. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I am familiar with that.
Yeah. So it has like if you lose enough dudes,
I've played Necromunda.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to assume. But yeah, it has like if you lose enough dudes, you can just like lose the game.
Yes.
Um,
Fun fact, that also used to be in Kill Team.
yeah, I don't love it as a mechanic.
No, it's not a good mechanic. It makes more sense when you're doing long campaigns.
Right.
Because then it's like, but also then really it's more useful for like, oh, my guys bottle out rather than get, murdered to the man. And then all of the checks you have to make for that. And it's only, like, its value in Necromunda is giving you a use for the cool stat. Because Necromunda has, like, a bunch of those extra stats.
Right.
But, yeah, it's not I don't love it in... I mean, I don't even love it in Necromunda, so...
Yeah. They have an alternate rule you can play with. Like, it's all in playtesting, to their credit.
Sure.
And they have an alternate rule, basically. If you fail your morale test the first time, you just can't charge with anything in the next turn. And then if you fail it again, then you lose. So at least that time, like, you have a little bit more leeway and ways to plan around stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. Didn't dig that so much. But overall, like, the factions felt very flavorful, even at the small scale we were playing at. I could feel the vibe my dudes were going for compared to the vibe his guys had.
Nice. Yeah, it's very much for me is like morale is so tough because I see games often make one big mistake, which is that like they want to include morale, but they make morale either so negligible that it doesn't matter, or so important that they can't make it like that they can't do anything with it. So like if morale is all or nothing, where it's like, oh, you failed this test, you can't charge, and that's debilitating. And then if you fail it again, you just straight lose. Or if you fail it and you lose for your bottle check, then it's like, okay, well, I can never make anything that affects morale negatively, because then it just straight up becomes the only way to, like, it becomes a way to auto win.
Right.
Same thing in 40k. Like 40k makes that mistake where it's like, because denying objective control to your opponents is so good, like morale can never be powerful, because if it is, then it just breaks the game.
Yeah. There are like equipment you could buy if you want to like not worry about it. Like there's a shrine you can get for your home territory that, as long as it's up, you get like +3 models effectively to your morale, which basically means, in the case of like the army I was playing today, I would never bottle out. I couldn't, as long as that shrine is there. So there's what to do with that, but
Shipwise transmission
yeah,
authorized.
I don't know. It's definitely my least favorite part of the design right now.
Yeah, that's fair. There's the header for Norman.
With my Vargeist.
Yep.
Vargolf? Vargolf.
Fargolf. I don't know, man. It's your army.
Yeah, whatever. They all sound very similar.
All right. Dr. Brennan's nearest and dearest. We were colleagues, you know.
Oh man, I love that model. I wish they didn't make it like
Dr.
worse in 4th. It was a pet model in 3rd for me, like where it was not the optimal pick, but I picked it because I loved the model and it was really fun to use.
Are you the reason
But they just made it worse in
the
4th.
Marker won't begin?
but I see it pop up occasionally, so it's like not dead or anything. But
That's
it's a 5 up now,
Convergence is installed.
or no, has a 6 up now. It lost either a wound or a save. I forget.
She's meddling. How is the question? But even if I was to ask, I suspect you're not the talkative
All
type.
right, let's do some art.
And I haven't fully explored
What are you working
the
on?
cause of death as that.
Tomorrow's special article: the players you meet in hell.
Dismemberment. Now I think you're on the right track there. Try and relax, Mr. Clark. Convergence is so close. Maybe your death will tip the balance.
How come his stasis lasts so long?
Good at it. You literally just learned it.
It's like a tool. It's like saying I just learned how to use a hammer.
Yeah, and someone who's been using a hammer for years is much better at that.
Alright, this guy sucks. He's never fun.
Yeah, I agree. And sending multiples after you is like not great either.
Did they ever send more than one?
And they do it in 2, don't they?
Oh, did they?
As I recall, you got to deal with multiples in 2. Like they're very happy with themselves for coming up with the idea of the one that you can't kill.
Right.
So it's like they're not just gonna make this the only one they send after you ever. Hey, get away from the thing, man. That's what it said.
Did. Get back. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, that's put that engineering skill to work.
I know, since I'm an engineer, I know if I hit this breaker, it'll, turn off.
Use one of your degrees.
What is hitting me? Oh, God.
Yeah, get those things off of you, man. You don't.
I'm gonna
those
die
aren't
because of them.
good. Yeah, probably, because you're not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. You got away. You can't use elevators.
He can jump, though.
Okay, you can just jump up? That's not good.
Also, I think I'm supposed to go down.
Well, you know, okay. Wait for him to jump up, I guess. Not great.
Yeah, I've had better days. Oh, there he goes. See ya,
Okay,
idiot.
Fine, moron. You and that vet? Couldn't be me. Oh yeah, who could have guessed it was just going through the unlocked door?
I mean, the elevator worked.
It was a trick by a fucking unitologist. Dr. Mercer. He's locked down medical to experiment on the crew.
Oh, God. Every way out is locked down to one of the offices. Must be Mercer's. I can brute force the internal doors, but you'll have to reach his office and lift the lockdown.
Oh, I have
manually.
no.
Are you like safe right now?
Ish, yeah.
Oh, he's not gonna come through here and just murder you?
I don't think he can.
Okay.
He's contacting me for a bit.
Unwise, Mr. Clark. My hunter may regenerate, but he takes an attack like that personally.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. I love the contact scene.
It's so good. That doesn't help me.
No, it's not good.
just looking at it.
We can't handle so many troubles, and the command crew won't tell us what's happening.
Easy.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Oh no. Oh, Norman.
Be a Ghoulhammer stream, but didn't go the wrong way. Hey, line gun! Alright.
We did it.
The loadout is done.
We got the third gun.
There's no more in the entire game.
No more worth using anyway.
There you go. Oh, I love this thing.
Surgical log. Dr. Charles Mercer. It's a shame. When I began my research,
Why did I volunteer to do art for this? I'm so bad at drawing caricatures.
now is the luckiest of sending little leaflets like this one. I saw your hunter. I know who it used to be. That cellular regeneration. God, don't you see what you've done? I agree with Amelia. This is unitology I want no more. My diagnosis. Poor Terrence is suffering from the same dementia reported on the Aegis 7 colony. Amelia was down. No Amelia is ever mentioned for the
Guess not. Hate those things. How's the Night Lords?
Going well, going well. You know, I'm working on a Vindicator now.
Nice.
I just got the Sorcerer done, and the Sorcerer on Bike done, and I got the Rhino done. So now it's the Vindicator. I'm like 60% of the way done. I've done all like the edge highlights and the lightning bolts, and I got to figure out how to paint the Seed Shield. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet.
hydroponics.
I like hazard stripe chevrons on it. I think it breaks it up nicely and makes the silhouette different. But I don't know that it fits for Night Lords. You can do a bunch
Yeah,
of
it
lightning
doesn't
bolts on
really it doesn't really work for Night Lords, and I got lightning bolts elsewhere. So I don't know. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do it yet.
Save us.
Could you do like a front-facing bat skull with 2 wings?
Yeah, not really what I want to do on it though. I could. I don't.
Air quality is dropping.
Be a lot to
ship-wide.
paint.
Something's
That's fair.
wrong
I
with
don't.
the
I don't want to
oxygen
get
in the
invested in a
hydroponics.
whole new.
If we lose our air
Skulls are
supply,
such a pain in the ass to do well.
Mm-hmm.
He came looking for liquid
It's require a
nitrogen.
lot of work.
There has to be some in the cryogenics lab.
Okay, not like we have a better option. I'll clear you a path to cryo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Door
Hit it blue.
protocols rebooted. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Norman.
Problem, pal.
Toxic hazard detected.
Oh, this shit.
He's back in the back. There's gotta be. Here! There's emergency bed controls at the security checkpoint. Go! I'll try to lock him out!
Go, 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 go. Thank you. Sure hope this is the right way. It is. Dude sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point.
Okay, it's clearing. Mercer pumped that gas in from hydroponics. The air's already that bad.
Not supposed to be great. You're not supposed to be like, this is awesome. I love this.
I love this
The
guy.
other
He's
door
my
to the
favorite.
chemical lab. It'll take you straight there.
Alright, off the hydroponics. Nope. I'm gonna die from these little idiots.
Norman, you're always out here dying from something, man. Why don't you not?
Ah, skill issue? I don't have any health. I don't think I've ever seen a rig go this low.
Yeah, you're on like the single pixel of health in a fighting game. Someone's gonna chip damage you to death. One of these things is gonna breathe on you.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
Okay, actually, I've come up with an angle for drawing these stupid caricatures that I think works. So,
That's good.
disaster averted.
How many you have to do?
Possibly 5 or 6. That's the problem. I
Ugh.
may just not draw them all because there are a couple that are like, you know, not really worth doing that with. So we'll see.
Health back, health back, health back.
Level 3 security clearance
There
required.
we go. Now I'm invincible.
Oh yeah, surely this time.
Yeah, this is fine.
Now it's all coming up, Norman.
But you and Dr. Brennan have delayed me enough.
You've heard them, Cole.
I have never anything with courtesy to do.
I'll come back to that, whether he needs peoples or not.
I can say I'm not a
Haven't
fucking
decided
murderer.
yet.
Speaking of courtesy,
I really didn't need this right now.
What's up?
My tablet's not working for some reason.
truly divine. And I doubt even you can stop a convergence event fueled by the entire population of Earth.
You take these things to Earth, it's all over.
Only for the faithless. Humanity will be made whole, Mr. Clark.
Okay, that's why. How does that happen?
Or
God.
without you. I'd say you've chosen your side.
Eat shit, idiot.
Cryogenic freeze complete. Transferring specimen to storage.
Did they just leave? Yeah.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. Okay.
Bastard won't be out again.
Just not interested in fighting over it
Isaac,
anymore.
you okay?
Stop that hunter. The Mercer's gone. He wants to take these things to Earth, Kendra. You have to seal the captain's nest and warn Hammond.
Okay, I can seal the nest, but I haven't been able to reach Hammond since he went to the crew deck. Isaac, our air quality is falling fast. If you've got liquid nitrogen, we gotta fix hydroponics.
On it. Keep trying to reach Hammond. Mercer, I don't think he's
Oh
done yet.
God, finally.
Got your tablet going?
It's this thing where like this stupid tablet, they built touch sensitive like touch features into it, which is the last thing I want on a pen tablet. And no matter like I have to turn it off every time I turn on the tablet, because it just automatically turns on. Like they really think I want that, and it sucks. I have to turn it off every single time because if I don't, I will inevitably accidentally touch something and turn on and do something that I don't want to do in the program I'm working in, and it's just awful. And it's like, it's also inexcusable for like a $2,000 piece of hardware.
Yeah.
But the flip side is there isn't like a good alternative out there to Wacom when it comes to tablets.
That's definitely the only name I've ever heard of for it.
Yeah, I'm just hamstrung on it. It sucks. Like, I would gladly use someone else if I thought there was anyone remotely, like, as good in the field. Or any alternatives that were worth looking at. But they're not that I've ever seen. And, like, it is, for the most part, like, a really good piece of equipment. Like, I really like working with it. But there's just little stuff about it that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like, it's a piece that I'll splurge on because I literally use my tablet, you know, like, not every day these days, but like almost every day to do all kinds of stuff. So,
like
yeah,
right
now,
it sounds like once a week, right? Yeah.
No, it's a little bit more than that.
Or at least once a week, yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm using it to draw caricatures of the horror story players you meet in hell.
Yeah, I'll buy the new suit. It's always worth doing.
They need to. It's just good to have the new duds, really. You don't want to be walking around looking like with shirt looking like a dish rag.
I've got like a pint of blood in each boot right now. I just gotta get different shoes. Am I healing? I don't know. Nah, I'm not healing. Oh, I don't know if you saw, going back to Trench Crusade, so they crossed the 1 million today.
Yeah, I heard.
And looks like they're switching from it being a side gig to their full-time jobs, which is, I mean, great for them. That's the dream.
Cool.
Yeah. Just going back to like our conversation, first part of this, we were talking about like that transition
Yeah, I smell
and getting to do that.
the whole deck's rotting.
There's apparently people who are like pissed that like they're not doing more with the money they're getting than what they promised. But it's like,
yeah, those people are the people you tell to eat your ass. Well, because like so many Kickstarters fail because people expect more than is promised.
Exactly.
And so you end up falling under the weight of these crushing expectations because like you have to deliver all of this bullshit you didn't want to do or that you weren't ready to do, and what you really wanted to do was just fund your game and pre-sale it.
Yep.
But then the expectation becomes, oh, well, we're going to do all this stuff and do all these ports of it or do all of this extra content, and it's like, no, man, either you want the thing and you're happy with overpaying, or you don't, and just treat it as a pre-order, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, gamers be normal, challenge level impossible.
This is Dr. Elizabeth Cross. To all
It's also like, I mean, the shipping just gets worse and worse as they sell more copies. Just fulfillment gets so much harder, especially in a timely manner.
Fulfillment gets harder, yeah. I mean, you start to save on shipping at some point because you hit some volume thresholds.
Oh, for sure, and like printing, but like,
yeah,
what you lose out, like, I mean, the volume they were expecting versus what they got.
Oh, totally.
They're gonna probably have to find like either a different fulfillment, a way of doing fulfillment, or like a way to scale it up significantly, or like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if their original print hub is like, yeah, we can't handle this volume within the time frame you're looking for.
Possibly. I mean, it's also like you gotta you got to reckon with stuff where sometimes what they don't tell you is that they're actually banking for much more than they're asking for. Like I've worked with Kickstarters before where they were like, yeah, we can get by on this, but we really need to get like 5 times that so that we can afford to buy like this new equipment and make these major investments.
Let's hope it works.
And it's they could certainly do if they don't like blow their Kickstarter goal out, but they kind of need to do better than that. It's an interesting dynamic. Kickstarters seem very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I did it Indiegogo, and it was smaller scale, but even that was, like, just stressful, making sure we're hitting the numbers we needed to. Because with Indiegogo, also, you have the option of doing, like, if you don't make all your money, you can still do some of it and not return the money. So, like, for the thing we were looking at doing, it was, we added enough padding per contribution per copy that if we needed to scale down and do a smaller print run, we could still afford to do all of it, because obviously as you get smaller, it gets more expensive. But yeah, that was just, I lost a lot of nights of sleep over that, like trying to make sure all the numbers made sense.
Yeah, well, and also like the other piece is like doing a good Kickstarter is a skill in and of itself, and it is not at all related to like game development or any of the skills you use to build the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just even writing the copy, if nothing else, like, it's just hard.
Where you're like, what do you mean we need a marketing team? You gotta write the copy, you gotta produce the video talking about the game, showing that stuff off.
Yeah, you have to sell the game, you have to sell it as being fun, explain what it is, like, it's hard. And you have to do it in, like, I forget what the metric was, but, like, I think it was, like, 3 minutes. You want to be most of which, not a lot of time.
Yeah, though you get a lot of value out of, like, oh, we've got John Blanche attached, and then it's like, yeah, you're kind of, like, able to do whatever you want. Stuff like something like that will get funded just on the back of that name. Which isn't to diminish what they've done, but it just means like if you can do that, it definitely like helps.
Yeah, no, I think for them, like, it just the art that they have and the aesthetic they've like captured is one that I think a lot of people have had in their heads for a while, but doesn't really exist on the market. It's like 40K adjacent, right? It's like, what if Death Core Krieg were an entire game, right? Almost.
Sure.
And then on top of that, like, they have a very, I think most people who are backing it have not looked at the game itself. I don't know that a lot of people know what the rules are who have backed it, despite them being out there for over a year at this point. So yeah, I think it just carried on its aesthetics and its art. Also, the press they got for kicking the chuds out of their Discord, I don't think did them any damage.
Yeah, it depends. I don't know about that stuff. Like, yeah, I think it's good. Like, you get one group of people and you sell out another, so you're really just trying to figure out. Like, look, I'm not gonna say kicking out the chuds is bad. It's always good. Fuck those people. But on the other hand, like, you are definitely making a gamble that like the people who you're gonna keep, especially like with 40K. You're making the gamble that like, oh, well, our game, which is like what if Death Core were everyone, let's make sure we're appealing to people who, just think the aesthetic is cool, but aren't here for the jackbooted nature of it.
Right, exactly. But I
you
think
run
like
some high risks when you go hard on the Death Core aesthetic.
For sure. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's Christian World War I, World War II, like, that's like the mood for it.
Yes. And like, yeah, it's super great. You're saying, yeah, we're not the game for Nazis. Fuck out of here. Good. Love it.
Right. Well, I mean, I just meant like they got a lot of free press from doing that. It like
Right.
hit the social media stuff, the sphere, in a really good way for them. That's how I heard about it in the first place. Was when that happened. Like that.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I saw it too.
There's so many dudes in this room.
It's absolutely the thing I say when I would go to my friends' parties in college. Alright, one caricature down.
Doesn't seem like it was so bad once you got going.
This is the easiest one to do by far. The others I'm left there. No, this is the one where it's like the guy who has the gross models you don't want to be seen. You don't want to be seen playing against. Right, and it was easy to draw that as like an Emperor's Children kind of dude, like slavering over an obvious like titty model.
Right.
But I don't know about the rest. We'll have to see.
Did I just get? I got the. Oh, the force gun. That's good.
Enthusiasm vampire. Okay, I can work with that.
Just gotta change it to enthusiasm Dracula.
Enthusiasm Dracula, yeah. Problem is the Von Karsteins are just regular ass. Like the AOS vampires are just regular ass vampires.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Flesh Eater Courts dudes right there.
They're not really vampires.
The leaders are. All leaders are vampires.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not gonna work. It's fine. I got what I need here. Recognizably a AOS vampire.
I forget, can you catch the vomit in this one? No. That's only in 2. Do you remember the multiplayer for 2? Where you could play as the Necromorph?
No, I don't think I ever played it.
Oh, it's so fun. I mean you played like Left 4 Dead multiplayer, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that vibe.
Oh, neat.
But like more, if I remember correctly, it's like more deathmatch-y.
I never asked your name.
But like, yeah, no, I have a lot of fond memories of it. I have no idea if it was any good, but I remember liking it.
But I'm looking for someone too. Dr. Nicole Brennan.
Dr. Brennan. Doesn't she help people leave unitology?
Yeah, not my mother. That's how we met.
I hope she's okay. The unitologists here didn't like anyone questioning them. And since the captain died, they've all snapped.
Yeah, Renrick, we're talking about Red Crusade. It's good. I played my game today. Looking forward to doing more with it. I need those minis like stat though. Playing it on TTS sucked. You said Kevin's gonna make the trenches for us for GHO?
Yeah, I can get him to do that.
Hell yeah. They look very cool.
I don't know if you know this. The dude has legit 3D printing. Like,
Oh, I know. I helped him move most of the printers to make it.
Better help us. Jeez.
No, not Trench Crusade and GHO. We're just gonna, like, you know, have a little trench board. So Andrew can defend them. So you can go over the top. Like that move.
And we'll make
over
him
the top.
play on. We'll make him play on it the entire event, and every time he's like, I don't know if I want to keep playing on this table. Can I switch? And I'll be like, wow, I didn't peg you for someone who would give up that easily in the face of hardship. And he'll go, no, my bread.
I think
Then we'll be like,
Sons
guess
of
you're
Ash
playing
are-
on.
Go
Guess
ahead.
you're playing on the trench board again.
I think Sons of Ash aren't showing up next GHO.
The Sons of Ass are staying home.
Yeah. Similarly, like House Gloam will be staying home.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bring a bunch of Fire Slayers.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of I'm DMing. I mean, Renrick, what else would you bring? Do you even own another army? Oh, these fucking guys. I didn't know they could live without the equipment. Huh. Oh, you have depth guard? Alright, yeah. Do that. That sounds good for trenches.
How are we gonna make trenches work with the theme?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
We could do like a little survival horror map. Make it like a dungeon crawl in the trenches.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
We can play with it. We can figure something out that's cool.
Fair. Yeah.
We could do the trenches were there before, and that's where you go to pick up some information on what you're hunting.
Yeah, I could see that. That could be cool.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you could go over the top and just walk across to the other side of the table, but there is no cover in No Man's Land.
Maybe there's something they're hunting that is looking like that is like, oh, you know what it is? Maybe it's something that dive bombs you from the air.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I thought you could read the chat. Andrew, you have a reason to take 3 Hydras. The reason is they're 85 points.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Hydras aren't quite good enough as is.
I think they're.
But also, who knows what'll happen by then?
That's true. I mean, you'll have a book by then.
Maybe.
They're next, I think, right? Yeah, it's on the roadmap.
Guard?
Yeah,
No, Art Guard next?
Guard are next. Yep.
Who said that? When
The
did they say
roadmap.
that? Did they really? They said Guard are next?
Guard are next.
Oh, God, why would they make Guard a real book?
Yeah, they were just gonna Legends them.
I would hope so, yeah. That's what I was hoping for. Nah, it's the time of humans in our setting is over.
What is hitting me now?
That's Norman's favorite game to play. What's hitting me?
It's that, and where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
Entering zero gravity.
Yeah, thank God this game has the nav system it has. All right, I have been smarter in the past. That was awful.
Exiting zero gravity.
Alright, that's another one. Oh, crap. I did not.
If you go chaos this year, Renrick, then I would not feel betrayed at all. I mean this in the nicest way. What you do has no bearing on my mood. I'd say neat, and then tell you to roll your save. Oh, with Andrew. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, I had to fight big exploding guys. Hey, Jake. No, I'm not winning.
No, he's emphatically not winning right now. Okay, so this next one I have to draw is Battletech 3025 guy. And there has never been one that I have been less capable of visualizing.
I don't even know what that means.
Let's see. Every time a Battletech group is getting started, a campaign game is being played, or someone is looking the wrong way at a clan invasion starting, you can hear it. Dirge of madness pouring out of someone old enough to be the target audience of that 70s show. These men are firmly of the belief that the brief 4-year span between TRO 3025 and TRO 3050, when they were thoroughly obsessed with robots, was the only time in the last 40 years that Battletech was good. Oh, okay, I see.
Where are you? Help me.
Nicole, I am busy.
But she really wants to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Hey, whatever happened to that invincible regenerating monster?
I froze him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that worked out really well, actually. No injuries in front of me.
Isaac, I looked up Cross's notes on the... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Now, technical readout.
It's him.
God, what a weird game.
Wait, he's gone. He waved at me, and... sorry, Isaac. Keep going, just a glitch on the cameras. It looked like my little brother.
How do I?
All right.
Stupid, right? That's not possible.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Oh, boss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to want to fight that thing.
We're gonna... I didn't realize I fought one of these over here.
I did not either. I've forgotten about every boss location in this game.
He's dead. Renrick, you don't have to plan anything. I have 80 Fire Slayers at the Pain Fight, like, the 3rd week in November. If I can do that, anyone can do anything. That said, I don't know that I can do that.
Yeah, it's like, that's a big if, man.
Worst case, I'll bring my Nurgle. I have to actually put them on the table to see if the balance changes they made, like, did anything. Keeping an eye on the meta stats since they made the change, though, signs point to no. But we'll see. AOS is such a small pond, it's hard to, like, work off stats.
What do you mean?
Like, you'll have a week, you'll have, like, several weekends where you'll have one Death Guard player, or, like, that T-Wix, right? Or not Death Guard, Nurgle
Yeah,
player.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
okay, yeah, that I get it.
And then you have to, like, you can't draw a lot of conclusions based off that list that, oh, was it that the list is good, or that the player is just better than most Nurgle players.
I think one of the big challenges with Age of Sigmar 2 is that, like, there's a very small middle of players. Like, you have some very good players in the game,
Absolutely.
but, like, the actual, like, but unlike where you have a lot of, like, mid-tier players in 40k, or people who are, like, you know, X and 2s that, with the right circumstances or the right army, could be X and 1s, and you have a lot of just, like, people who are already perennial X and 1s, it feels like there's not a big middle for Age of Sigmar. Or the gulf between the top and the bottom is way larger than you end up with the 40k.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that makes sense based on my experience. Granted, the only tournament I've done is Nova. So, like, there was a pretty good spread. Like, I felt, like, pretty well matched when I headed up in my bracket, right? But, like, that was Nova. So it's, like, hard to...
Yeah, I mean, part of it is also just the size of the player pool is smaller, and that's going to end up causing some of that.
Toxic hazard detected.
I can't get this guy yet. Oh, Renrick, don't run the Desecrator, just run a Despoiler. At this point, it's just better. I think it's like a 10-point difference.
Entering zero gravity.
You know what? Run the Abominate.
I mean, you
Don't
can.
listen to Norman. Don't listen to Norman. Run the Abominate. 300 points of Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal right there, baby.
365 points.
Sure, whatever.
Holy. Stand up. So many.
Renrick, I mean, apparently he's not so dog shit. Got a T-Whip, got 2nd place.
And you know what? I hope that guy did it just to make Norman upset.
I don't think I have that much clout.
No, but I wish you did.
Me too, buddy.
Jacob. I love you. And I'm so eager to forget.
This woman is going through it on the radio, and I am so busy.
The Leviathan. So I have to say,
Where is this guy?
Isaac's getting the true Metal Gear Solid experience.
one of them.
Here's my 30-25 weirdo.
Is that not? I guess not. What is that? Like something around here is really unhappy I'm alive, and I do not know where it is.
Hmm?
There you are. Wenrick, on the spoiler, you can bring 2 thermal cannons. For some reason, that loadout is still legal. Nah, you want to leverage the spoiler's ability to abuse this loadout. You bring double Gatling or double thermal. Absolutely.
Zero gravity.
You have to remember back in like 9th edition it cost... The knight cost like 90 more points if you did that, and now it's free. Yeah, but your narrative could be like winning. What's the next caricature?
This is the Dr. Frankenstein, I believe. Let's see. Dr. Frankenstein's cousin who plays 40K. This is the guy who invents rules in the middle of the game and turns it into Calvin Ball.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this one's not too bad. Drawing a Dr. Frankenstein isn't as bad as...
The guy yelling "It's alive" over like 2-1.
No, it's really more that like this guy suckers you into playing some weird Calvin Ball version of the game.
Alright. I mean, I've never had that, and I hope to never have that.
Yeah, the problem is, right, like that guy, you run into that guy when you don't know the rules well enough to just be like, no, stop it.
Right.
And so he's not like somebody that I would run in, I might run into him, but I wouldn't deal with him. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be a tough one.
Imagine what the marker could do in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
This is about CEC again.
It's some corporate asshole trying to take the marker. You and me could do something about it. Oh, come on. Where's Hammond? What's he doing?
Okay, yeah, some Kirby dots and this guy's good to go. Alright, yeah. Now I'm having fun with it.
Good. There, we hair tried. What is the upvote for? Oh, shit. Real stasis recharge. I need to get out of here. I don't know what's doing.
This is I'm noticing that we're doing a lot more dying and a lot more struggling than we were early on.
I didn't die at all.
Okay.
Yet.
Yet. I mean, it's important to add that yet, I feel like.
Have I gotten very close to dying? Absolutely. But it does make sense as the game gets further in, it gets harder.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, you've also got more stuff than ever, right? Like, you got all these sick upgrades. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well.
Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Feels like, if anything, you should be dying, you know, less.
Nah. The data doesn't point to that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of dying,
Yeah.
I remember this hallway. Forgot if you want to do this all at once. Nope.
Not at all, buddy. All right. Well, GG on that one.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of
What are these fire tubes supposed to be? I know it says thermodynamic purifier, but what does that mean?
That means they purify this area with thermodynamics.
How?
AKA fire.
How is this big tube supposed to do that?
What do you mean? No, they just send fire through the tube. The tube is where things are thermodynamically purified.
Well, it said it's malfunctioning. They seem pretty functional to me, if that's the case.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. Ask Isaac.
I will. Right after we get out of this hallway, I'll pick his brain about it.
Purifiers malfunctioning. Stand
Oof.
clear of filtration tubes.
Eat shit, idiot. You see me walking into walls, so I'm reading chat.
Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of
I mean, look, one of us has to, because right now I've got to draw these guys.
Yeah, you're busy.
thermodynamic purifiers.
You got like a job or something.
Stand clear of
It's not Ghoulhammer, I'll tell you what. Everyone's always like, yeah, so it's like, do they let you work from home? And I'm like, buddy.
The Ghoulhammer offices bit will forever be my favorite, like, thing.
It is my favorite thing to like make it sound like we have an office in like downtown Chicago. Like we're right next door to the Onion or some nonsense.
Right.
But it also I think does it does us a disservice sometimes, because then people think we're like, you know, a real company with like real profits.
No.
I'm not like a volunteer org of idiots. Though I am happy that we pay people.
Yeah, that's been incredibly cool about this year. In terms of like development. Super happy that that stuff worked out. Also, super happy to have an editor on staff.
Oh my god, yeah, Bernhardt makes such a difference. Having a copy editor is such a big deal.
Warning. Thermodynamic purifiers malfunctioning. Stand clear of
Campbell's been
filtration
doing amazing work on the.
Yeah, I've been very happy with that.
If you want to see some of Campbell's amazing work, you can just go to the YouTube channel you're watching right now.
One more of these.
You got it.
warning. Thermodynamic purifiers
Yeah,
malfunctioning.
I know.
Stand clear of filtration tubes.
Oh, we hit the part of the game where Isaac's going nuts. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Toxic hazard detected. Toxic hazard clear.
Thank you. The Leviathan's metabolism is slowing.
Ross, something's up.
It must have worked. You gave it enough enzyme to dissolve a freighter. Okay, I'm unlocking food storage. Quickly get back there and space the bastard while we have the chance.
I remember this boss.
Exiting zero gravity.
Aha. Hey, Renrick, do Undivided. It gives you so much flexibility on the cool stuff you can do.
Entering zero gravity.
I did Nurgle initially with my Chaos Knights, and I like recognized that as a mistake pretty quickly. Then again, if you don't own 20 Knights, it's probably fine.
Exiting zero gravity. Entering zero gravity.
Yeah, you can always start with corn.
Exiting zero gravity.
Is this the part where I can play basketball?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
where you can throw it through the. You can use the telekinesis.
Yeah, there's like a little mini game you can play and earn money doing. Oh, I thought it was in medical. Or crew quarters makes sense. Okay. I'm not saving any money this time. I guess.
No, because you keep having to spend it on ammo, but you're playing on hard, so.
Yeah. I don't know. For a hard run, I feel like we're doing pretty alright.
Yeah, you're doing all right. I mean, you know, I've got to give you a hard time because that's what I have to do. Like, it's in the job description.
Yeah,
For
no,
this,
that was
for
in,
co-host.
that was in the contract for sure.
Yeah. But you're doing all right. You know, you're doing good, buddy. Had a couple of moments there where it was like, Norman, please just figure out how to navigate a room. I'm begging you. But, you know, otherwise it's all right. An acceptable number of deaths. And Dead Space is pretty good about, like, not making you backtrack a shitload every time you die, so it's not...
Well, the remake is. The old one, it was saves, I think.
The old one was saves. It was quite a bit tougher. That's usually, like... That's the thing that kills me sometimes, man. Like, obviously, like, dying kills me in the games, but, like, there are times when I play a game and it's like I'll die and I have so much stuff to redo, and it's just like, I'm not redoing that, and then I put it down.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing that'll kill a new playthrough for me often, is, like... I'll start up like RE2 or something, and then forget to save, and then lose like a half an hour, and be like, all right, yeah, I'm not touching this again for another year.
Contamination detected in food storage. Cycling airlock.
Damn it! The airlock's open, but the Leviathan's too strong. It's clinging to the interior of food storage. We need more enzyme.
There's no time. I'm going in. Maybe I can cut it loose.
All right, what was the name of that Nickelodeon? Are you Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, the Midnight Society. That's our
Yeah.
for.
Well, I'm all out of good ideas.
I got to do a stupid banner for this. So much crap for this one stupid article.
Hey, we'll find a way to read it.
We definitely won't.
How do I... Right, Chloe Park. Great. So happy I did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him just use the Ghoulhammer banner for this. It's too much of a pain in the ass. Actually, why did I do that? I think I wanted to leave that.
Toxic hazard detected.
No, it's expelling all its gas reserves. It must be close. Isaac, finish it off.
No, he did already. That's great. Okay, CW game narrator. Good news. This one gets moved because I don't have art for it. I will say, Greg's ending to this just made my day. I really love it.
I don't know what it is.
Pretty good.
Is there a way I'm supposed to be getting air during this? Oh, I got it.
Toxic hazard cleared.
Easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. First try.
It was first try.
He will be meat for those in the wilderness.
I didn't even waste that much ammo.
Come back inside.
Fair.
We should talk.
Yeah, I feel like Corn shouldn't be only melee stuff, but that's basically what they've settled into mechanically. So that's the
I
world
mean, you
we
got to
live in.
remember, Korn are the only ones who have guns in the demon
Yeah.
range.
Uh, I mean, I guess like the Zinch guys throw psychic fire, right?
Yeah, but Korn has a cannon. Also,
Yeah.
like, weren't demon engines like a Korn thing for a while?
There's still pockets
I don't
of gas
know.
trapped here and there.
I thought like Korn was where demon engines were made originally.
Jacob,
Yeah, probably. I don't know. There've always been like soul forges or something going on. I just didn't think that they
he
were.
said they were building
They
an SOS
Bastor
beacon.
was a more recent.
Finish it?
Yeah.
He said it was nearly done, but I haven't heard from him in.
You get
A while.
here.
I can't leave yet.
Yeah, like Brass
I
Scorpion,
need
the
to
Blood
make sure they are
Slaughterer,
safe to
the
But if you can find that SOS beacon,
Skull Cannon,
call
the
for
motorcycle that they ride.
Oh no, but there are a bunch. There are a bunch of those that are,
rescue. Tell him
like, because a lot of that, like, there. If you go to Epic, there's a ton of demon engines of different stuff. So it's not like it's only Korn. It's just Korn's the only one who's got like the 40K models for whatever reason.
Gotcha.
Isaac, there's a shortcut to the mining deck.
Yeah, you're telling me they didn't want to do the Plague Tower, which is just a big rectangle, as far as I'm aware?
Yeah, I mean, I was always hoping they'd do the Subjugator because they even reference it with the one Knight enhancement or with the one Knight relic. But
Yeah.
Chaos Knight relic, but they never quite got there.
Unfortunately. I know it was rumored for a while.
Yeah, it would have been cool to have. I think it would have made a really cool model. Just a big knight with sexy gams.
You know what would have been a great like way to or outlet to do that in? Like if they had a game system that was like 6mm, and you know you had all the 40K factions represented in there, and maybe not just Space Marines and like AdMech. One of the craziest like fumbles I've ever seen was making Epic 30K.
Yeah, it's insane. And not just making it 30K, but then straight up saying at the start, oh, it's only ever going to be Heresy era. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have to say that.
Let me
Like,
work on the
it's just
others.
wild to do that, though.
Yeah,
Any idea what
I can
Temple's
understand
SOS
like
beacon might
starting
be?
out like yeah we're doing Marines and like Heresy era because it's like we can make one army and represent like 12.
Anyone there?
Hammond?
Right.
Like I get
Where
that,
are you?
but like to say we're never doing any of the other incredibly cool shit.
No, the unitologist.
Right, yeah, exactly. We'll never do anything for the rest of you. And it's just like,
Your friend in the head. He just
I would simply have not said that.
they're going somewhere.
Hammond! Shit. Lost the signal again. We gotta find that beacon, Isaac. Fast.
Alright, we're off to mining. We are, I think, more than halfway through this game.
Sweet. This might be a good spot to call it for tonight.
Yeah, we can do that. I think it should be near a save thing. There you are.
Yeah, I figured one like they're usually around the shops.
Yeah, we're in chapter 7 of 13. I think we're
Yeah,
about
we're
to
doing
finish
all right.
chapter 7, like when I walk through that door.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright, folks. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again. This has been great. We'll I'll be a little bit more active next time, I think, because I won't have to mash together a bunch of art. But that article tomorrow is gonna be funny, I think, and the grossmodels.png is probably my favorite piece of art that I've drawn in a while. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Alright, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yep, later.